Hello, everybody. I I like what I've done. I like what I've done to my face. I was a little worried that this eyeliner was going to be too harsh, and it is too harsh. It is too harsh, but I'm okay with it. And got my little head wrap on. I'm wearing head wraps now. Mainly one because I'm into the understanding and belief that protecting your head is, or putting something on your head is a protective measure. And I'm doing that a lot lately. And I have different color ones. I got like three of them so far, but I'm just about to make it a thing. But also, I just like the way that I look with it. I've worn it. I've worn the top knot. Welcome to the Five Figure Vintage Exchange. I guess this is for, we can say this is for May. I guess I should stop putting dates on it at this point because I'm like out here skipping months and things. But for a reason is because I haven't bought anything. But really quick, I'm gonna go over a couple of things. Well, no, let me talk about the important thing about this video. So I have bought things recently, and I'm gonna show them to you. But this is kind of tied into another video that I've uploaded about kind of feeling lonely and not kind of going out to enjoy my vintage inspired things or go on vintage inspired excursions or whatever. Feeling too tired to do it. I finally kind of got over my social anxiety a little bit, or my fear of being around crowds and around people. I've mostly gotten over my driving anxiety, like driving into the city and downtown and parking and all that stuff. That's still there a little bit, but now I've had to do things in my personal life that have required me to drive through the city quite a bit. So I've become okay. I'm such a county girl. So if y'all don't know, I live in Virginia. So in Virginia, we have cities and we have counties inside of our cities, and counties are usually synonymous with the country, or maybe suburban, rural, suburban, a mix of both. Like so like there's one county, the county that I work in, it's very suburban, but it used to be rural. It used to be the country. There used to be nothing out there, or nothing but woods. So even though I've always lived in the city, but I've always lived, like, growing up as a kid, I've always lived on, like, the outskirts of of the city. So, like, and for me, like, the being in the county means the parking is easy. I always associate the county with easy parking. Like, everybody has a parking lot. I don't have to park on the street to get to places or to get into places. Everybody in the county, every business in the county has a parking lot or a parking deck of some sort. So, but anyway, but I'm pulling myself out of something. I low key depression probably, but I kind of briefly talked about this on an Instagram post a few weeks ago, probably about a month ago now, where I kind of went through this phase, or am going through this phase of feeling like an imposter in like the nostalgia circle on social media platforms. One, I know I shouldn't be worried about trying to fit in or impress people, especially on social media. But for me, I want to look the way that I feel, and or not look the way that I feel. I mean, yeah, but more so, one of my favorite quotes is from RuPaul, where he said something along the lines of becoming the image of what you becoming, physically be turning into the person that you've imagined yourself to look like or visualize. It's a beautiful thing. Something along those lines. I'll probably put the actual quote somewhere. But when I see myself, or I envision myself with a certain type of hairstyle or a certain type of hairstyles, certain type of clothing. I like wearing 1940s inspired clothing, 1970s inspired. I kind of put both of those together, like late 40s, no, late 30s, early 40s, and then mid to late 70s, early 80s, to me, the fashion is similar. So that's like those two eras in time are my favorite fashion eras. And I want to dress like that. I want to look like that. But I kind of go through this thing where, one, I don't have anywhere to go. No, 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 no. Let me take that. Yeah, that's the issue. I'm not wearing the clothes and styling myself and adorning myself in a way because I'm feeling like I have to earn an opportunity to do that. To me, dressing like that means I'm dressing like this to go to the movies or go to a dinner, go to a restaurant. And when I go to work, I wear a work uniform. So it's like I can't go to work, right? Wearing, a dress, what I want to wear. And then when I basically I go to work and I come home. There's no in between. Rarely an in between. When I go to the grocery store, now I want to say this. I'm not one of those people who's just like,
oh, I miss the days when people used to dress up to go to the airport or used to dress up to go to the movies or whatever. Because
if I'm going to the airport, I'm not dressing up. I'm not about to put on a blazer or a dress, unless it's like a sundress or something. When I go to the airport, I'm putting on sweatpants. When I go to the grocery store, I'm wearing sweatpants. I'm not one of those people. But I would like to be the person where I'm just like, if I am going to the movies, I want, I might not be glammed up, but I want to wear something that matches the mood of what I'm going to see. Like if I'm going to see a Marvel movie, I'm probably gonna wear like a Marvel T-shirt and some jeans. But if I'm going to the movies to like watch a classic movie like the Bird Theater or one of those movies that shows like, because right now one of the movie theaters in my area, I think Regal Cinemas, I think it's a nationwide thing. They're showing Betty Davis movies, and if I had the time and the energy to go watch a Betty Davis movie in the movie theater, I would dress up for it. But I'm kind of in this space where I'm feeling like I really want to wear the clothing, and not just vintage clothing, but just nice clothes in general. And like I said, I just feel so, I'm going to work and I'm coming home. And I feel like I have nothing to wear these things to. However, we're switching out of that. I'm making a change. I'm doing something, which brings me to what I've bought. So the first step that I have taken so far is using what I've got. So like I said, I wear a uniform to work, but I've started wearing these head wraps. And like I said, I don't know if I said it in this video or in the last video that I recorded. My brain. But I feel glamorous in this. So I've started wearing my head wraps to work. I haven't started wearing makeup. And the reason I haven't started wearing makeup is because I usually wake up too late to do it. And I'm going to be late for work if I end up doing it. I definitely said at the beginning of this video because I talked about my eyeliner, didn't I? But taking the small steps. So I wear jewelry when I go to work. I'm like, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do something that makes me feel pretty. Cause like I've gone a long time not feeling like pretty like I want to, or Damn, what was I about to say? Like I said, I'm gonna try to push myself to get to the space where I'm actually going out and doing things, doing fun things, going to meet new people, stepping out of my comfort zone so that I can wear the things that I want to wear. So I can have, again, I also want, anyway, so what I've done so far is I've made the decision that, first of all, what I have in my closet, even just my modern clothes, my everyday clothes, they're kind of old, first of all. I've got stuff that I've had since I was in high school. It's all stretched out and everything. But I have a lot of dark colors. Like I'm usually buying stuff for work. So when I first started at my job, my uniform was like a black shirt and dark pants or whatever, or dark shirt, dark pants. So I just bought a lot of those things. So now I have those things in my wardrobe. And then on top of that, when I go shopping, I tend to get black, blue jeans, because I'm thinking of wearing things all over the place. Like I want something that'll go with a lot of what I own. Like even this, I bought this. I'm like, okay, it's denim, so I can wear this with anything. So I'm pulling away from that. I'm getting rid of things out of my wardrobe, stuff that I don't wear anymore, and stuff that I don't need to wear anymore. And what I ended up doing about 2 weekends ago, I went shopping at the thrift store. So 5 Figure Vintage, I went to the thrift store. I went to Goodwill. I usually don't go to Goodwill to get stuff, and not for any particular reason. It is a little bit more expensive than other thrift stores, I believe. But I think there's like a particular reason for that. I think it's because of how they pay their employees or the organizations that they collaborate with. Something like that. I made sure, I told myself, what you're going to have to do, you are going to have to get clothes that have color. So I spent like $30-something at Goodwill. Got my bag. First of all, before I get into this, I really would like it if thrift stores, but especially Goodwill, I don't know what the aversion is to dusting. Just taking a little feather duster and going through the store. I don't know what it is. And no, it's not even just Goodwill. It's like pretty much every thrift. There's only one thrift store I've gone into that seems to like dust. I don't know what the deal is with that, but I bring that up because when I'm gonna wash these clothes, but before I get to the clothes, I got these books. They're dusty, and also I hate dust. I think that's the thing. I really, really hate dust. It bothers. Like I'm allergic to dust, and I also just genuinely just hate the way it looks. But I got this book. Josephine Baker's Last Dance by Sherry Jones. This was obviously in the book section. I've never heard of this. I read, there was another Josephine Baker book that I started reading. I never got to finish it because I had to turn it back into the library. And I didn't renew it because, I was like 20 when I got it. And I was just like, oh, I'll just get it another time. And I never did. And I'd heard of her son's book. But I had never heard of this book. This is a new book. I think it came out like 2017, 2018. So I'm going to end up, it's like it has stains all over it. So I'm going to wipe it off. And then I also got a Fred Astaire book. This is actually his autobiography. Fred Astaire and autobiography, or Steps in Time. Fred Astaire. And when I saw this, I was excited to see it, and I was thrown off because I was almost certain that I read somewhere that Fred Astaire was just like adamant, or like to the point of putting it in his will, I thought, that he didn't want any biographies, or maybe it was like movies about his life. Maybe he didn't want any movies about his life. But I thought that he didn't want any type of biographical works about his life, but I could be wrong. I mean, obviously I'm wrong. And I got a couple of belts because I just need belts. They were like $1, I guess. And, I do have a receipt. I love it's just like textiles. Love it. I got these shorts. So like I said, I spent $34 exactly. It was actually $33.98, and the cashier asked me if I just wanted to round up 2 cents. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. So $34 exactly. I got these shorts. These are probably the most expensive thing that I got, possibly, because it's never been worn. It still have the tags on. Of course, my dogs decided they want to start walking around. I have my mom's dog this week. or this weekend. My weekend is Monday and Tuesday. And I got these pants. They're very like Linda in the Garden. They're like a lime green color. You can't really tell in the camera, but they're like a lime green, not neon, but I'd say more like a sage green, or they're brighter than what they look. Like I said, it's giving Linda in the Garden, like like you see a lady in the store with these comfortable slacks on. They're not even jeans. They're kind of, oh no, they're jeans. With Ann Taylor. Okay. Like I said, these are the kind of jeans that I imagine a middle-aged or older woman wearing in her garden with a pair of like those strappy flat sandals. But I'm gonna work it somehow. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna I'm gonna make it look youthful for me, or my version of what youthful is. And it's got a pair of jeans. I got the pair of jeans for work. I got this dress. It's a casual. Like I said, I'm trying to it kind of flares out a bit. Like I'm trying to wear get nice semi-formal things, but I'm also let me jazz up. Let me spice up my everyday clothing. And then I have my favorite purchase. I cannot wait to wear this. I cannot wait to wear this. I saw this and I was like, this is mine. This is me. This is for me. It has like the vintage, the cowgirl pinups on it, and we're very much in the black country renaissance, even though these are white women, but with Cowboy Carter coming out now. Before anybody gets all in their feelings, I've listened to a little bit of country music before Beyonce came out. I'm not jumping on the bandwagon or whatever. I really like Cowboy Carter, but I like the energy shift that has happened since the album dropped. Because now you got a lot of people who are kind of into like the Western, people are like listening to more country music, especially black country music or country music by black artists, and they're kind of incorporating that cowboy aesthetic into their clothing. So I'm not going to necessarily take that on. Like I said, I'm more into like the pin-up look in this. When I saw it, when I told her, I didn't even look at the size. I was just like, this is mine. So yeah, that's what I got from Goodwill. And I have some things that I purchased from Bygone. Okay, now these things, I spent a little bit more money at Bygone. So on my birthday in January, I went on like a little shopping spree for myself in Carytown. That's my place. I can see the thing dangling. Okay, this side. I went on a shopping spree and I went to a place called Bygone's Vintage Clothing. Obviously, they have vintage clothing. They have actual vintage, and then they have a lot of reproductions as well. I believe this is a reproduction. This is a 1970s floral jumpsuit. See, and it's a little, I'm going to have to wear this open at the top because my boobs are too big for them. And it's going to do the thing where if like I button it up, it's going to like do a little puffer thing. But, I'm excited to wear this somewhere. I'm excited to wear this during the summer. It's like what's the material called? It's not corduroy, but I'm horrible with like, this, which is another reproduction, I believe. I mean, yeah, it is because they had a bunch of them hanging up. It's 1950s. Again, I'm sitting down, so you're not gonna get the full effect. But it has a belt that goes with it. I'll say early 50s inspired dress. And again, this is an extra large. The large and the medium would have fit me well, but I'm larger at the top than I am at the bottom, so I could get the dress up, or I could pull it down and it would stop at my boobs, or I would pull it up and it would get all the way up and then it would stop. So, here's the tag. Reproduction 1940s, so late like 1940s. Yeah, that sounds about right. It's very Betty Davis, I think. Casual, candid Betty Davis, possibly. But yeah, so I splurged on the clothes on these, but everything else I got from Goodwill. Like I said, I am making a mission and a goal to not buy anything that's black or blue. Like, I'm buying things that have color in them. Another thing that I've recently purchased, I got it from Amazon. This microphone that I am using, vintage inspired. It's a podcast microphone. I don't know if it's gonna make a noise, but got it from Amazon. I think I got it for like $40 something. Really love it. This is actually my first time using it. And if you'll notice, I have a little wall situation going on, so it's not finished. I'm still working on it. This is like half of my wall, like half of the wall. So I'm still gonna be adding more things to it. So I call this right now I'm calling it my wall of beauty, or my wall of Venus, or something like that. And I'm pretty much wanting to surround myself with what I consider beautiful people, beautiful things, to kind of, but like my mom's dog, I don't know if y'all can hear her walk around, but she is not sitting down. She doesn't like being, I'm on the second floor, she doesn't like being up in high places. But anyway, so I'm using, it's supposed to be like a comforting space for me in my living room. It's like inspiration to feel cute, to feel glamorous, to like, and so not even that, just, it's kind of a relaxing place for me. And Muffin, sit down. Or don't, whatever. So I've got a mirror and a photo of Dorothy Dandridge that I've had for a while. That is a promotional photo for a movie that Nana McKinney was in. The alternative title is Gun Mall. That's the title that y'all are seeing, but they had a different name. I cannot remember what it was. But she plays like a detective in it. And then I have, this is actually a postcard sent to me by my friend Brittany, who is the owner of Sunflower's Muse. She's a photographer. So she actually took this photo, and it's actually the cover of a postcard. So I used that. All this stuff I got, like, this was given to me. This I got off of eBay for probably like $20 something, like probably like a good 10 years ago. I definitely got this picture of Dorothy Dandridge when I was in college, and I got this off Amazon. Like when I was a freshman in college, and it was on my wall. This is a picture of some magnolias, because magnolias are my favorite flower, or the flower of magnolia trees are my favorite flowers. I just printed this off of, I went on the Digital Public Library of America, which I recently discovered and was so excited about it, where it basically collects, it's a large collection of photos from all the digital libraries in the country. So I made sure I got something that was I was free to use. Even, I'm gonna be honest with you, low key, I don't care, because it's in my house, it's in my apartment. But I was just like, when I show it off to people, I didn't want to like kind of, because I don't know how some libraries are, where they're just like, oh, it's in your house, but you're showing it to everybody, so now we're gonna have to, I know nobody cares about me that much, but like the library are gonna be like, I bet you she has millions of dollars that we can take from her. So, these flowers I got from Hobby Lobby, and the feathers as well, and this mirror too. Hobby Lobby is very controversial, I've learned, but they have some nice stuff. Like, and the reason I started going there is one because they have like a great selection of things, but then on top of that, it's close to me. Like, it's right across the street from my job, if I want to say that out loud. I've been like a little paranoid ever since the lady that watches the videos with the compressor or the press that like smashes things. And then there was a guy that figured out what hotel she was staying in. Ever since I saw that, I was just like, that's scary. But I like going to Hobby Lobby, and then I also like Michaels too. I used to work at Michaels, so I like them as well. But Hobby Lobby has like a massive selection of things. So this mirror I got for clearance. So basically, I got this for free, pretty much. And these frames or these mats, I guess you could say. They're basically taped to the wall. Like there's nothing behind. There's nothing behind the pictures. It's literally they're literally framing the photos. There's nothing behind it. The mats I got from Hobby Lobby for like $1.99 each. The mirror was on clearance for $12.99. That is a picture of Rita Hayworth. That was something I also got off of a digital library. It's an advertisement for cream. Yep, cold cream. And this is a picture of Vera Francis on the cover of Jet magazine. I got that off of, I'm almost certain, probably Pinterest, but I think the person who originally posted would have been Viel's Annonces. I think I'm saying it right, on Flickr. I don't think they're active on there anymore, but they have posted so many, like a lot of the pictures from Jet magazine that you see, like Beauty of the Week and covers, like the beautiful, glamorous covers of Jet magazine and everything from like the early days. They more than likely come from Viel's Annonces, if I'm saying it right. So I'm gonna be adding more. I actually do have a picture that's coming in the mail today, or a little poster that I'm gonna add. But my plan is to have. Okay. I'm sitting there, I'm just like, wait a minute. My plan is just to have this whole wall covered with just like random things that make me think about beauty and luxury and possessions. Like it's a materialistic wall, materialistic and beauty. Like not to call people materialistic, but it's that kind of wall. And so far, like I said, I've had some of these pictures, a couple of these pictures for like a while and got them for free or for like a low price. But I don't plan to spend more than maybe $15 on anything that I put on this wall. So I can't wait to show it to y'all. I'm actually planning on doing like a whole living room tour. But that's going to be on Patreon because not everybody needs to see my living room. Because like I said, apparently people know how to figure out where you live and where you're staying based on just like a few pictures or a few little snapshots of where you're staying and in your house. And yeah, but and also I need to start posting some content for money. I'm being straight up. I'm being honest. Whatever. So guys, if you're in the same boat as me, and I feel like the last 4 years have just kind of like really dragged everybody down a little bit. 2023, the end of that year and the beginning of this year have been like the latter half of 2023 for me, and up to now, it's just been a downer. Like it's been so just like meh. Could be better. So I'm trying to bring some life back into my life, I just kind of got caught up in a little moment too. I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful. Even though life is not where I want it to be right now, I want more. I always want more. I am very grateful. I'm sitting here looking out my window, my apartment faces the sun. And I'm just looking at it right now, and it's so nice. I can see the trees blowing. And I moved my living room around, and I've got my ancestral space is like right behind in front of the window. It just looks lovely. It looks lovely. So I'm very grateful for what I have, but I am very okay with saying that I want more, and I'm gonna have more. But I'm frugal. I'm a Capricorn, so I'm gonna have more, and I'm gonna be reasonable with how much I spend on more. So. Guys, make sure you're getting your sunshine. I know it's a lot of pollen out there, but make sure you're putting yourself out there and enjoying this one life that you have, or this current life, because I know that's it, y'all. So let me know what have you I guess spent your money on. What thing have you done for yourself, or are you trying to do for yourself, so that something that will aid you in enjoying your life as you should be enjoying it. Let me know. Let's chat. Let's talk about it. All right. Thank y'all so much for watching, and make sure watch the other video that I've uploaded about being and feeling lonely, I guess. And please make sure you are subscribed to all of the social media accounts. Keepers of Nostalgia. That's Facebook, Keepers of Nostalgia. KP_nostalgia on Twitter, and Keepers of Nostalgia on Instagram. I also have a Tumblr that I use from time to time. The Patreon, make sure you're following patreon.com/Keepers of Nostalgia, where you can also download the 5-figure vintage guide, 6 steps to living your best vintage life. That's a guide that I created myself. And y'all enjoy the rest of your month, the rest of your spring, and I'll see you next time.